Oh, good morning. Today's Sunday. All on a Sunday. Sunday fun day, baby.
Do you normally work on Sundays?
Lately, yeah. That time of year. Between harvest and construction and everything else, it's nonstop go, go, go. Oh. What are you doing, step bro? Money, money, money.
What are we doing?
Cleaning. Just getting ready for you to sit in the seat. The saddle seat, take a little ride on the old stallion. Let's get you situated, huh?
The Fortis SC Memorial Day sale is live. You can save up to 25% on Mueller Coops, Koken, Grip Edge, IPH, and Flange Lock. It started today and ends Monday, May 25th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. Go to FortisSC.com and grab what you need before it's gone, like some Grip Edge.
We gotta go get parts in Sacramento, which is 30 minutes from here. That's just a little bit of a detour. A little bit of wasting fuel, but that's okay. It's Sunday, and we're gonna go get some things done that I said I'd get done. Gotta keep my word. Hopefully they don't take too long. We're going to get the parts and then off to the job. And of course, they got me the wrong ones. Yeah, I custom ordered the part. It's okay. It's kind of irritating because now I'm probably gonna have to deal with this on Monday. Still got a job to do. So we'll have a fun day. As an independent, say you're going to a location that's an hour away, all right? Now, say on that way, there's another job that's 5 minutes off from that route. So that's 10 extra minutes before you get to that job, plus the time that you're at the job, obviously. Would you charge them from the moment you left your house to the job and back? Plus, obviously you're charging the other customer for the time to get to that job, so you'd be double dipping. Do you do that, or do you sit there and give the one customer a break, or give both of them and just charge half? Because I do that for my really good customers. I normally do like, hey, I'm in this area, you got any machines there? And like, I'll charge you half, him half. You guys save like an hour, 2 hours on travel. So I'm just curious if other people do that, or you just sit there and just double dip and make the money. I'm just curious what other people do. So that's all I got. Gotta go close the gate, and then we're going out to the machine, which is over there somewhere. But we're at a case 210, Maximum or Magnum, one of those two, I don't remember. Crank no start or no crank no start? I don't know. He says it doesn't start. Hopefully it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy. I got the magic touch and we're out of here and I get paid. I say that now, but now it's going to be real f***ed. Sir, your ECM's f***ed. I don't know. They got something to do with the brake or master cylinder, pressure low, and now it won't start. I don't f***ing know. I don't even know if I can get out there, except unless we walk. So how bad do you want to get stuck today? Well, I mean, we got to get down there. I just don't, we're just going to have to go f***ing wing it. It doesn't look terrible. We'll just be extra motivated to fix things if we do get stuck. But I am going to take it as wide as possible. It's not too bad. We're here. Detour. Where is my 11 millimeters? There is 11 millimeters. Or am I going to be completely wrong on 10? Oh. You guys always catch me doing this. What are you doing, step bro? Oh, it did have a lot of air in it. I hope they left me a key. So I don't know if I have this particular case key. This says case IH. Of course. It's not for this. Then there's wasps. Wasps. Fucking hate wasps.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available at the tone.
Oh no. Did I get start? Nope. Oh, I'm trying to look through the information on this to see if I find anything. Gonna tell me anything. I gotta remember how to get into these cases. Batteries are all right, but it just needs a little bump, bump. See, I don't know how long this tractor was sitting too. I did the service on 2/21 and 23, and the filters haven't been changed since. Leads me to believe that we probably have, or 24, sorry, probably haven't been changed or probably gunked up. I want to see if I can at least, you know, maybe get something if anything, huh? All I use this for is disking, like a couple times a year. Charger hooked up, switch the master switch. See if we can get this thing jumped a little bit. What? Filter? Makes it way easier. You think it's gonna be blacker than black, brown as brown, or is plug full of shit? I don't remember changing this last time. I can't remember if I did or not. Little hold down spring. It's dirty, but it's not terrible. Yep. There's not very much fuel in here. This thing should have been like chock full, and it's not. So it comes from the top of this tank. There's a draw tube right there, and it loops around inside that filter. But I gotta see what this combination is. Should I walk around like this? So on that wee little John Deere over there, called me earlier this season. It was like, hey, our machine keeps shutting down. We had Deere out here, it's under warranty, and Deere's like, yeah, your tank's full of algae. So what happens is, I don't know if their fuel out here has a bunch of water in it, but if they don't fill these tanks up 100% at the end of the season, it'll grow a bunch of algae in the bottom of that tank, and it'll just do nothing but restrict the filters, get plugged up, all kinds of stuff, which I didn't see algae on there, but that's what happened to the other one. And I'm just wondering if we got something stuck in that suction line. So I'll probably end up taking that line off and blowing back into the tank, but I want to pressurize it, see if I even get anything fuel coming out of it. Tight like a tiger. Yep, I heard something go, oh, say, can you see? Sorry, you're not getting a good view. There it is. Oh, better. Let's see if we can't get some fuel in here now. There it starts. Yep. Well, you got some stuck in the tank. I checked the primary, that fuel water separator, barely any fuel in it, no codes, no nothing. The line that goes into that white housing, that fuel water separator on the towards the cab. But I blew back into the tank and I put some air pressure to it first, pushing back at me. All of a sudden I hear a boop. So there's something stuck on the pickup tube or a bunch of shit. Yep, no problem, thank you. So more than likely I'm gonna have to remove the tank and clean it and wash it out. Don't want to have this issue again. But it runs, it starts. Get this all buttoned up. These are some long-winded sons of bitches. Back in my phone case. My arts and crafts. The day's not over. Can't complain about that because that means you're doing something right. And I like making money. Money, money, money! Big old wooden planks. I wonder if there was like a big old winch or something over here. There's a bunch of cable over there. I wonder if they put something on these rails and winched it up out of the water. Or if this is somewhere where they've repaired barges, and so they would drag the barges up out of the water on these rails by heavy machines or by winches, but I don't see it. Other than this big block right here. I don't see anything like big old lag bolts or something, unless the winch plop right here. As I was researching, it was closed in 1991, 33 years ago. I wonder what it looked like back in the day. All the bustling of activities. There's no information on this though, other than they serviced barges and freighters and stuff like that. They had to have had a winch right here and a purposely built rail cars down in there to pick the boats up, or like put them on a, you know, secure the vessel and pull them up and fix them. I don't know. But these don't look like they're 100 years old because this was established in 1911. There's not a lot of hardcore rust on them or anything like that, being right next to the water. The wood looks halfway decent, and then the wood goes all the way into the water, and the rails do too. Yep. Well, the dump just called me with a downed machine, or they can't get it started and they got transport tomorrow morning. It's on a Peterson horizontal grinder. At least with me, I can never expect a day without a phone call, even on a Sunday. We're at a random dump. That's real fucking good. Just put the fucking breather where the fuck you want. Damn. Found it. Both these lines right here took out 2 lines. I wonder where that one runs. That one's gonna be a motherfucker. But I'll see when I get in the assist and see what hose that is. You know what would make me chuckle? If this is a line that requires you to take the cab off, more than likely it's gonna at least have to be hood up, that fender off. 966 M loader. And it has a hydraulic leak. Probably one of the easiest cabs out there. Hour and a half, 2 hours to pull a cab. And it's just some wiring harnesses and some other things, and then pull the cab. Super easy on these. We'll get it taken care of. Let's go to the next thing. And we're at the Peterson. The Peterskin. Let's see why it's not starting. Hopefully it just fires right up and we're just gonna be here in 2 seconds. Oh, that's a starter. It's a starter, baby. It's not engaging. Can you tell me if you can hear that starter over here? Sounds like the starter's going out though. Dude, I love that no one answers their phone, dude. But expect me to answer mine.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Move my truck right here so I could jump this. Hopefully it's just like low charge. It's gonna be like ultra oaky. All I have is my magnet too. I gotta fucking get it. Oaky, but it's working. It's charging. Give her another yeehaw. I get in there. This is nice. Woo! It's tight, man. I ain't doing that again. Not like that. Well, I gotta try to turn the engine over to see if it's just a spot on the flywheel. This is so fun. Wow, what a fucking dick. What the? Dude. Can you go give me a 15? Oh, Lord. Lord. This is a C32, by the way. Rolling in at about 1,100 horsepower. I really don't like that. That rolls over way too easy. I just wanted to roll it over, see if we can find a different spot, and see if it'll start. If not, tomorrow's gonna be fun. Watch out. Hold on. Oh. Something went up my culo. That wasn't fun. There's one. There's a two. Where's the trace? Uh-oh. Seriously. What? Oh, there it is. Well, moment of truth, his battery's been charging. Nope. I did my due diligence. Yeah, we'll update you. We'll be out here. We'll get this thing done. They, on a Sunday, did a case 210 Magnum that we got running again. Need some filters in the service and probably bio clean through the tank because we probably got some algae in there. Then we went to the dump and we were working on a Peterson horizontal grinder and would not start. And it sounds like the starters have taken a shit, or at least one of them. It turns over too easy also. That was another concern of mine, but it just sounds like the starters aren't engaging. So that might be interesting. Hopefully it's just starters and we'll just replace them. And you saw the OP charging that I did, so that worked. And then we're heading home. Tomorrow's another day and have a fun evening.